Mind is biggest obstacle in our life after emotions. Why? What is mind? Mind is data, information from memory. Can you imagine? Your mind is data from memory. Do you thinking always? I don't think very long time anymore. If you're thinking, you're reading always data from memory. You're reading it, you're reading. Your mind is one place where you can read data from memory. Nothing more. You understand? Understood? You're reading, you're repeating your memory always, 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 always. And how to be without it? A lot of people talking about, mind is very, very bad in our life. Kill your mind. Because that is that guy, he is guilty about everything what bad things happens in your life. Have you heard that? Kill your mind, you become free. What a joke. Mind is great tool if you can use it properly. If you can't, of course, making troubles for you. But you can stop your mind. I can teach it to you here and now. You like it? Who don't like it? But before I teach it to you, I need to explain a little bit about mind. Mind is very, very important tool today. What do you think? I'm right? Thinking is number one everywhere. But actually, if you look in your mind, you will see it's actually does not help you everywhere. So mind is very important. But let's see, what is your mind? Your mind is silent or loud talking. Which one becomes silent thinking? My English was okay? Understood? Loud talking, which one becomes silent thinking? Is it okay? It happens in childhood. Means do you have children? Maybe some of you have, right? Or you saw them. They're always talking with voice. You saw it? Always. But in one day, or after a few period of time, it's become slow down or become more silent. And can you imagine? It goes inside and become your thinking process. It's very shortly, that's history of your thinking. Can you believe it? You don't believe it, of course. But why you don't believe it? Because right? You are taught your brain making thoughts and other things, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? Do you saw your brain? Never, ever. Only on the picture. So, and if you know about your brain, why you don't use them properly? Because you don't know that, right? So let's go back to the thinking process. So I have proof your thinking process is actually loud talking from childhood, that kind of habit. Can you remember your voice, strong voice, screaming or shouting? Can you do that? Just remember it. Make it more powerful. And then recognize something became tensed in your throat. You recognize it? Make that strong voice again in your head, and then recognize the intention coming back. Feel it. You found it? What is that tension there? Your vocal cords become tensed. Vocal cords making sound, voice. There are two muscles. Please relax them by intention and keep relaxed. Keep relaxed. And you will see you don't have any thoughts in your head. They're gone. Now enjoy that silence. This silence is your consciousness. So quiet. I like it always, you know. You're recognizing that silence. This is your consciousness. Consciousness is very important. Without consciousness, you are out of office, right? From life. So now you're thinking, okay, what is next? I make a proof for you. Your thinking process actually are connected to the movement of vocal cords. It means it belongs to the loud talking. It's not created by your mind, by your brain. That childhood talking, is still here. Your mind believe it or not? My mind have maybe a lot of ideas about it, right? A lot of proofs. But just relax your vocal cords and that mind become dead again. That mind become relaxed. And finally, you can relax from your thoughts, your thinking. You know, people practicing that silence every day, and they finally receive it after 10, 15 years. Can you imagine it? You can't imagine it. But you have key to do that immediately. How valuable is that key for you? For some, yes, but for some, what just happened? Silence, and so on. Do you understand? Silence is only one thing, you know, but second is much more important, that consciousness, what came out now. You see, you are still alive without the thinking process. Yeah. That silence, that space, what you have now, this is your consciousness. Consciousness have a lot of good qualities. First is you become citizen of present. You don't have a past, you don't have a future, you have only here and now. Why it's so important? Because you don't have past and future. You always practically have only now. But if you're jumping through your mind to the future, to the past, you can't fix, you can't find that present, that moment where your life really happened. That's the reason why you become involved to the past, your past coming from your memory, and the future, which one comes from memory too. You're like jailed, you are in the box of memory. But if you don't think anymore, you become out of box. You become citizen of now. It's that reality which one, it is reality. Can you understand how important it can be in your life to be a realist? And then if you become realists and you start to look inside or aware what happens inside my body, you start to understand, oh, emotions raising up automatically, mind start to work automatically. Then you find out that you are on autopilot. It was always on autopilot. Approximately 95% of time people living on autopilot. And how you can make your life better if autopilot driving? Everything is programmed. How it can be better? You need to make changes here, right? To take your place back from autopilot. Then you become again driver of your life. You are not victim here, people.